Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, you read that right. The individual I'm about to expose isn't just vile. They're one of the most despicable and repulsive people out there, scamming and deceiving countless victims through a false portrayal of women, all while hiding behind the facade of a male. And if you thought Elsa was bad, this person is 10 times more disturbing. Meet Mousumi Gaming YT. For clarity, I'll be referring to them as she, her throughout the rest of this video. At first, the idea might seem absurd since she shared what she claims are real pictures of herself. But in today's world, reality is often deceptive and sinister. Those images, nothing but a collection of deepfakes. By the end of this video, you'll know the full truth. Here's the table of contents. Before we dive deeper, let's first highlight just how many guys have been scammed or exploited by Mousumi. These aren't random people, many are names you'll recognize, and most are from Discord. Here are the ones we could uncover. Now imagine how many others remain in the shadows, scammed by Mousumi, but too ashamed to come forward. She's also been kicked from several servers. Both TXN Pasha and NSG Malik removed her from their clans after discovering evidence, which I'll share later in this video. Mousumi even tried sending me flirty messages, but she made a mistake someone like me would never fall for her tricks. Rather than focusing solely on what she did, we'll be highlighting the individuals affected by her actions. In doing so, her wrongdoings will naturally come to light. We'll begin with the most impacted victim, Hitesh, the leader of SSG, who was in contact with Mousumi for 2 years before being catfished, scammed, and betrayed. Here's how it unfolded. With 2 years worth of stories, it's impossible to show everything, so I'll provide a brief summary and highlight the most significant evidence. Have a look.
What the fuck, bro?
He later deleted all the chats, not just a few, but the entire conversation spanning 2 years. It's unlikely any human could do this manually, so it's clear she used a deletion bot, likely undiscord. The irony, she got caught deleting messages in 4,000. The speed of the deletion perfectly matches that of the undiscord bot. This proves she's not just an ordinary scammer, but a professional with advanced knowledge of modern technology. Next, we have Shezy, a partial victim, but not as vulnerable as Hitesh. Midway through their relationship, Mousumi asked him to buy 7 movie tickets for her and her friends. Shezy quickly uncovered the truth and was the first to start exposing her, ultimately leading to this very video. Let's not forget DJ PIYUSH YT, a 16-year-old whom she desperately tried to manipulate into buying her an in-game fight pass. Fortunately, this kid was wise beyond his years, didn't fall for it, and joined the effort to expose her. Next up, Mousumi first lured Stealthy Xenoblade into a false sense of trust by asking him to share a personal photo. Believing in her, he sent his picture, expecting the same in return. But once she had what she wanted, Mousumi refused to reciprocate. She began fabricating excuses, leaving Stealthy Xenoblade suspicious and questioning her legitimacy. His growing distrust turned into frustration as he pressed her for answers. But instead of responding, Mousumi continuously tried to change the subject, evading his questions. When his demands for the truth became more aggressive, Mousumi blocked him without warning, cutting off all contact. It's also rumored that she had even brought up topics like marriage with Xenoblade, further manipulating his emotions before abruptly ending their interaction. Next is the case of Skr 528, arguably one of Musumi's most exploited victims. Skr was in a relationship with Mousumi, during which she allegedly obtained highly sensitive personal information about him. I won't disclose those details, but when he discovered her true nature, he initially joined the effort to expose her. However, Mousumi later blackmailed him, threatening to leak his sensitive information if he continued. Although these claims are alleged, his behavior, especially when asked about Mousumi, strongly suggests this is true. When these events came to light after Hitesh publicly confronted Mousumi for her actions, a well-known figure named Yoriichi Gaming decided to run an experiment on her. What he discovered was truly shocking. Hear it from the man himself. In short, Yoriichi Gaming entered a fake relationship with Mousumi to see if she was really as deceptive as Hitesh claimed. To his surprise, she turned out to be exactly as malicious as the rumor suggested. Yoriichi has countless screenshots to back this up, but I'll share only a few. NSG Ben Dover also ended up in an argument with this twisted individual. The level of abuse Mousumi used was shockingly vile. No girl would ever resort to such language. Then, see for yourself.
Two other individuals, Gourav, also known as Shameless, and FNL Univ, found themselves in similar situations where Mousumi hurled heavy slurs at them. Notably, FNL Univ is the same person who helped expose Elsa.
Other well-known figures, like TXN clan leader Pasha and NSG clan leader Malik, must have known something about Mousumi, as they both banned her from their servers. NSG Malik was especially vocal, directly stating that Mousumi was a catfisher. It's also clear that Sumit Gupta Gaming might have known something, as the next screenshot will reveal. As for the messages Mousumi sent to MG, their meaning is unclear, but I'll present them now. I know the list is getting long, but we're almost done. This is just what we managed to uncover. Imagine how many more victims there might be. Among them are KillMeFirst Gaming YT and Warlox Nova Commando. Mousumi flirted with both but didn't pursue it further, as they seemed more cautious and less vulnerable. Why target them? Mousumi often tries to gain admin roles on servers by flirting with moderators. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. Finally, Mousumi has leaked a ton of private DMs from others. Shaik Gaming and Battlechest's Superman are two simple examples. She shared their messages with me in an effort to expose Elsa. While the intent may have seemed justified, both later expressed their concerns to me, especially Shaik Gaming, who revealed that Mousumi also had his personal information. He seemed tense, and it was painful to witness. Why did Mousumi help me expose Elsa? We'll get to that in a moment. But first, take a look at this. Why did Mousumi put in the effort to expose Elsa, even if only a little? The most plausible theory suggests two interconnected reasons. One, to gain my trust, allowing her to continue her schemes without raising my suspicion. Two, to eliminate a rival, as she wouldn't want another catfisher operating alongside her and disrupting her business, but it seems her plan didn't work out. Before I continue, a sub to the channel would be greatly appreciated. If you've made it this far into the video, then you already understand that Mousumi can't be a real female, as no genuine girl would go to such extremes to maintain such an elaborate web of lies. But there's still more hidden evidence I'd like to reveal. Did you know that Mousumi is likely a bad drinker? Have you noticed that she always sends short, 3 to 10 second voice messages with a distorted voice, probably due to a cheap voice changer? She has never once joined a voice chat. Ask her to come on VC and say a specific sentence. She won't do it. Did you know that Mousumi also lies about her age, giving different numbers to different people? The photos she uses are either deep fakes or pictures of her relatives, which she's always used as a cover. She's even been caught using fake profile pictures taken from random Google sites. Let's keep the show going a little longer. Ending speech conclusion. Do you still trust her now? After everything we've uncovered, it's clear that Mousumi is no ordinary scammer and certainly not a girl. Just think about it, she sends only short, unclear voice messages, likely distorted by a cheap voice changer, and never once has she joined a voice chat. If she were genuine, why go to such lengths to avoid a simple conversation? Her refusal to join VC, paired with fake or manipulated photos, whether deepfakes or images of her relatives, proves that she's hiding behind a fabricated identity. Mousumi also changes her age depending on who she's talking to, and even her drinking habits suggest she's trying to project a false persona. The fact that she's been caught using random images from the internet as her profile pictures further exposes her deceit. It's evident that she is using a complex web of lies to manipulate and exploit others. The moral here is straightforward: don't be too trusting online. Predators such as Mousumi prey on people's vulnerabilities, using deception to gain personal information and wreak havocs. Always be cautious and verify the identities of those you interact with. If you're part of any community, take action by banning her from every corner, ensuring she has no more victims to target. Let's put an end to this saga for good. The Mousumi chapter comes to an end here. Thank you for watching, and stay safe online. Want to dive deeper into the truth behind this video? Or maybe you'd like to discuss your thoughts with me directly. Whether you're here for the inside scoop or just want to hang out with an awesome community in a top-tier, premium server, we've got you covered. Check the description below and join my Discord server. We're always open to new members looking to chat, share ideas, or simply chill. See you there.